Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how the PubSub client and server work. So does that mean we can use a PubSub way to subscribe any topic to the server, and the server can know exactly what client needs and send back to client. We need to use a WebSocket for this way. I have a project is set up and open it on my WebStorm development EDA. So it's really cool. I recommend to use this for fast development. So exactly the default dict, we don't need this, remove this. And we just have a package at the default setup. And we have a Babel to compile our ES6 into so normal JS. I can run it on our browser. And default we have an empty index file, just nothing show up here. And we are the server side, and we server side it's just Babel setup, same thing for front end. But I'm going to use a micro WebSocket, and we need to. You can use any other the model, but however, I recommend to use a micro WebSocket really fast and so cool. I have been using this a lot in my project. And in the index file on the server side, I will set up a server and run on it on port 3001. And we have a heading to call config, and WebSocket is already init a new WebSocket server, and also listen the same port on our web app. Okay, so I did start my server and client. So to start the server development, so let me stop it again, and we can run npm run step. This means we are working on development mode on our server side, and on client side, so to run npm start to run the this can be automatically to build when we make change any line up curves. Okay, so this basically we have a two folder. I will public on my GitHub, so later and can understand my video description check out below. So this is my idea to make how is a client PubSub working. So I want to do like this. So we do have a new client out, for example, called PubSub equal new PubSub, like something like that. We don't have any PubSub, maybe PubSub client. And we got PubSub client, we got connect call to connect function with arrow callback. And then after callback, if we take an arrow, it's equal null, something like that. And we can do PubSub dot subscribe a new topic. So we got topic equal something like my our topic, something like that. And we do subscribe topic, and we call back a method. So we got something like log to the console. I got the method from a topic like that, and with the method something like. And here we need to do publish a new method to topic by call this to PubSub to public a to topic name, exactly topics my out topic with the method cause method something like name and email something. This, for example, this is my out method. I want to send it to all clients who supply a topic name, so method. Okay, so we can do like that. So this is the way I want to do. So how we can do that? The first thing I'm going to do is we need to set up a new to connect and server. In the index file we got WebSocket server side, and I'm going to open a new file PubSub.cs. So we do have a part default class PubSub server. This contractor, and for the parameter we need to send from the index file. For example, now we need to import PubSub server from that exactly the file we just create. I want to do is exactly PubSub, not PubSub server. So it keeps it name for simple. So, PubSub from, so in the same directory, so we call it PubSub. Okay, so we don't need to include JS extension in a SH file. So that means now we do need got PubSub server equal new PubSub. So that we can call to initialize this PubSub server. And I want to change the parameter to PubSub when we do init to WebSocket server. So we can do like this: WebSocket server equal WebSocket server. So in this case, we have a CTH, the contact or any argument. So depend on the name. You can name it anything else. So I'm going to name it contact. So we can do like this. WebSocket server is a context.ws. Okay, so it's done. So you can do app.PubSub equal PubSub server, something like that. Keep it. So okay, so on the server you may need to automatically restart. It's done. So okay, so we can do like it. Listen a new maybe loss, and so we can call like this dot loss equal this dot loss dot by this, and now we can call this loss. On this loss we call WebSocket server equals this dot WebSocket server, and WebSocket server dot on connection. So we listen and the client zone to our WebSocket connection with WebSocket client, and also we may need to like that. And so now listen when receive a message from client. So by you can call like this WebSocket client dot on message. So we have a message. So we need to console log a message from client, and let's say the message. Okay, so this is basically we set on within this on the server, and we may have some function on cloud. I'm not sure, maybe cloud. Console log client is a disconnect. Okay, something like that. And now in our client, so nothing happened. And you know, I'm going to do exactly to create a new file, index.html file. So I'm going to copy some code. So HTML met and has title PubSub client, and we have a script try equal text and JavaScript and exactly equal main file. So I want to include the main.js file into index file, which we can do that is better. And we got the body. This is a basic HTML file. We got 81. Okay, so nothing show up. So let's open this HTML file on my browser. Now you see, don't see anything. So what happened if close and in our the index file in client. Now I'm going to do this window.onLoad should be in function console loss. Now let's refresh. You should see a losses. And exactly we have only include the main file. So this is the file after it compile and it compare. It can be run on the browser, very cool. So the Webpack setup. Okay, so my idea is I want to create a new class. Export default class PubSub client. So we contractor, just nothing show up. And I want to do is a connect. New function is a connect. The function connect, it can be to return callback and default callback. So I'm going to do is just callback to. I want to do is callback. Just for easy for you understand. Callback. New connectors. Okay, so no. And this means when we go back and new, that means go back successfully. So in this case, in client, we can do like cause PubSub equal new PubSub client. So we don't have any parameter when we do initialize a new class. So we don't need to pass anything right here. So we can call PubSub.connect with the callback function, and is it error console log connecting to the server with error. So error. Now let's run again on browser. So connecting to server with error null, that means no error. So this may be connect successfully. Okay, so we do have a connect function. So what I'm going to do to implement a new WebSocket client. So okay, so I have a function connect equal 4 by default. This is start of client connection, and this dot ws is WebSocket equal new by default, something like that. Okay, so when we do have a connect function, I'm going to do this by this dot ws equal new WebSocket. So the WebSocket, we do need to pass in a new WebSocket URL. The URL can be like this, and our local host and our server port and server port. So maybe you can do a new config. So I want to do like this: cos WebSocket URL equal, and we can do, maybe we can do like this into config file, but for now I want to keep it on the top of my file, and WebSocket URL. So okay, so let's connect, and I want to do like this: got wad equal, and this wad equal wad dot on matrix on open. So we need to do connected to the server, and so that means we do on open, and I did open new open to client, to from client and server side. So in our PubSub, so we can do like this: controller new client is the connect to the server. Okay, something like that. So now I'm going to again and go back, I'll refresh the app. Let's see what. Okay, so we got the connected to the server. It's on my our browser, and let's see in server we see the message new client is connected to the server side. So my idea is I do is generate a new ID. So maybe like okay, in the server side I want to do like this. This dot client equals should be an array, and it can be an array, but for now I'm going to install new module in server side, npm install and saver immutable. This is really cool module and load that right. My favorite module. So now we do have immutable install. So import map from immutable. So we can do this by new map. That means we store all clients into immutable map. And so I want to do a new UID in this package to generate a new ID. Okay, so let's status one more UID. Okay, so I'm going to make a new function ID auto ID. So we do need to line this import UID from, and so mean we can return like that. So cross client ID code ID equal, we can call this auto ID. So when we have a new client, we can generate a new ID server with ID. And now again, let's see, nothing, but I'm going to do is a refresh the app. It's connected to the server, and in server side you should see new client connect to the server with ID. It's a random ID. Again on open WebSocket on matrix. So data equal Mattis. Now console log got server Mattis equal Mattis. So this is the server when we listen a new message coming from the server. Listen a message from the server. So for now, we'll make a test. When we have a new client connected to the server side via WebSocket and the connection is opening, I want to send back to client exactly ID. So I gather client ID. So send back an information is the ID. So I want to do make a function like this send with the message. And this means we can make a new WebSocket dot send. Oh, I'm sorry. Send a message. So we do need to exactly parameter your WebSocket. Okay, so I want to recommend this card client equal an array with ID WebSocket is a parameter WebSocket. So we can use this to send back to client. And this means now we do add new client to the map by call this client this dot client equal this client dot set. So set is immutable. So you can take an immutable document for set function. The first parameter is the ID and next parameter is client. Okay, so we can do that to set a new client. Or maybe when I want to do this as client with ID with client. So if not client.id, we do have client.id equals this auto.id. And otherwise we can do call this client equal this client dot set client.id and client. This. So we don't need to call this anymore, remove it, and we could call this add client and exactly client right here. Okay, so give some document, add new client connection to the map. ID. Okay. Send to client message. So we send a message. Is we do have a first parameter. I think we do have a client ID, and message. Okay, so we send back to when we have a new client. So let's send back to this on message on connection. So for now I'm going to make a function this dot test. Okay, so keep this dot send client ID and the message something like your ID equal exactly ID message. Okay, so let's send a message with ID and exactly ID, and maybe body go hi, welcome to the server. Okay, the message something like that. We call this dot send. This is the send message. So first parameter is the client ID. So first thing we do need to get cause client go. So we can do like this. It's client.get exactly client ID. But I want you to make edit a new function by get client. Okay, so blur get client with ID, it should be return this client.get exactly ID. So much better. Get a client connection like that. And we can so now remove this by call this get client, much better, client ID. So do a call WS client WS. So remember we add new client, we have a ID and W add. Maybe in the next time we can do something, set a user ID later. For now, for now it's user ID, no, an authenticate user. We can call ws.send to client, send the message. But for now, the method is an object. It's an object. But I want to send as a string, so we need to do like this. Cause okay, so methods. Okay, try methods equal JSON the string phrase methods class r throw log arrow convert object methods to string r. So for now we have a string method, so let's send it. Okay, so in the server on client we got the server method. Now let's run it. Server is automatically refreshed, and now let's see it. Okay, we got crash. ws.send could not. Okay, so let's see what happened right here. Oh my god, so it's wrong, should be client ws. And we can do like this. If not client, return nothing. Okay, so now server should be refreshed. And again, refresh client, you should see a message data, message data with the ID. Okay, so this cool. So that means it work. And we got a message from server side and with callback. So right now I'm not going to do open on a message. And when we rely on ws.onError equal function, so it will be an error right here. Console log enable connect to the server error, something like that. And this means we can do return. Okay, so call back cb error. And in this case, we do cb dot no. Okay, cool. On the matrix. Go back. Let's see about index file when we call back connection error. Okay, so let's again run this again and see. CB is not defined. Alright, index file CB, call CB. Now one again. So we got the matrix connect to server new, and now we got first matrix and data. So I'm going to do this. We got the method as a data from server, and we make a function to cause JSON matrix. equal. So we got loadat. So I'm going to import loadat, import underscore from loadat. Alright, so we don't have a loadat on client. Loadat only install on the server side. So we can do like this methods.data. Or I think we can do like this string to JSON. It's methods. So do tries or methods equal JSON parser methods cat console log so return methods. So cat JSON methods equal this dot string to JSON methods. So got server methods. Now let's change to JSON method and see. Okay, so back. So we got the methods, got server methods. Oh, again. All right. Server methods dot data. Okay, so like that. We got the methods body, welcome to the server side, and the ID on this. Alright, so I recommend we do this dot sit. Alright, so when we have open, I do recommend set it this dot connectors equal to now change stars connect. And we got first methods, something like that. And so we got PubSub. Now and again, I'm going on my client and want to do, I'm not sure send back to this, but I want to send after client needs. So I want to do like this, make a new function. When we got open, I want to do equal this w@.send a message. This w@.send. I want to make a new function in our class equal send methods. So methods equal JSON.string methods, and here we do this w@.send methods. So we may need to check this. So before to call functions, it carefully we make this if this dot connect equal true, and then we send it, and otherwise we don't send it, otherwise oh. So my idea is let's keep it in query. So let's do this, make this dot query equal an array. Okay, so we're not going to do this. This dot send message need to action equal me and payload nothing, just nothing, no. So we got a send message Now I'm going to send a message to the server. So keep it in query. That means we need to this dot query dot add or dot push new put equal message. Right. So we got this. We can keep this later until we wait for the server side is open. It's open last. And so now after the connected equal true, now I'm going to do this run query. This dot run query. So now I'm going to create a new function run the query. If this dot query dot length, so this dot query dot for each matrix. So I recommend this put in the query. I can do recommend like this query put try equal matrix payloads matrix. Okay, so when we do run a query, so we can do query and switch query dot try default keep is break and not in this case matrix. Right. Now we can send again exactly query dot payload. The payload is exactly the matrix. Run the query. And after this, we may need to delete second value equal index. So after run successfully, we may need to remove, by do that remove query by this. Okay, maybe unset delete this query index. Okay. So this case, let's see when we have a connect to the server side and we call this send action to the me and we got payload equal no nothing. So we can keep it simple method, so remove the payload. So this means this send to the server and asking for my connection info such as ID, something like that. Okay, so now I'm refresh this again and we got the object ID because the server side is automatically sent to ID. So we don't send to client until client asking for ID. So now client message. Now let's see message from client again. So we don't have any server message that. And on the server side, we see a message from client and action equal me. So that means we know this client is the one to asking for his ID, and so we need to send back. So let's do this message. Got the message. So now I'm going to do this if type message equal string. So otherwise it's maybe data methods we handle later. So in this case, I'm not going to handle any data methods that maybe a file uploads, but not for now. Just we handle string. So maybe cool. So client and C. So I want to do exactly to handle a method. So need to do this dot handle methods. Handle receive client methods by this. Okay, so now I'm going to create a new function for handle client methods. Should be client ID and methods. So I want to cut off this, and we don't need it anymore. So this dot handle receive client methods. So we need this. Client should be client ID and the methods parameter. So handle client methods. Okay, we name this function correctly. So we called client this dot get client ID. So now we got the method as string, but I want to do, so let's call that method from len and client ID. Now again, I'll refresh the browser. You should see a new method from client. This is string methods and client ID. Okay, so far so good. So we need to convert string into JSON by do this. Make a new function, string to JSON methods twice, and methods equal JSON dot string dot parser methods and cast console r and return methods. Now convert string of the methods to JSON. Now we do like this: methods equal this dot string to JSON methods. So now methods should be in the JSON format. Now refresh the browser. We got new methods from client JSON, and we can do like this by methods dot action. So the action should be me. Now again, should see methods me. Okay, so now I'm going to do switch cost action equal get a loadout function. Now I'm going to import loadout get methods and action. So default is empty. Switch action default right, nothing. Case me. So right. Now let's put some comment right here. Client is asking for his info. So let's send back this dot send client ID, exactly client ID right here, and we may send back only some kind of information client ID. Maybe later user ID equal client.user ID, something like that. But now, okay, let's see. Now refresh this. we should see a server method with object and ID and user ID null. This means the user has not authenticated with the server side. Okay, so let's keep it. And this means when get back to our PubSub client, okay, let's put some comment, convert string to JSON. And let's see where is the connectors function. Send to the me. Okay, so now send to me, and I want to do like this. Once the server side send back to, alright, so send a message. Okay, send with action. Action equal me and payloads equal object like that. So action me. Now we do handle any receive any message from on the message. So cool. Message JSON and cost action equal JSON message dot action. Switch action. Same thing on the server side, but on client by default keep break and k me break. And now we do on set this dot id equal no. Now we got me, so cost payloads equals JSON method dot payloads. Okay, me we got cost, so this dot id equal payloads dot id, because you know we send back payload id, and we may need to user id, but not. I think we don't need this id equal id. And alright, so now this means now we don't have any callback right here. And send me cost log underscore on the matrix default on arrow callback arrow. So k will do return callback no here. And so okay, so that means when we connect an arrow and connection if arrow so log arrow my info, so we can call this PubSub dot underscore id. But however, I want to make a new function to id return this underscore id. I'm sorry, it should be within in the file client. So make a new function id underscore id. Return client connection id. Alright, so let's see in our connect chat dot id. Okay, so let's refresh again. Server side matrix action. Okay, my info is undefined. So that means we have some problem, maybe a callback too easily. Callback, send back to id payloads. Maybe let's do console log payloads from server payloads. Let's see. Refresh again. Payload from server with ID. Payload summary. Okay, so why we see my info very easily? Okay, so remove that. Let's uncomment this. Let and see. Connect to the server. This underscore equal payload sub ID. PubSub ID. Alright, so I forgot to return it. Okay, I'm sorry. So again, so my info is ID. So cool. So that is how we do send back from client and server side. And I'm going to make a new function to subscribe and public. So on client, so I'm going to do subscribe new topic and call back. So get give it default. So we got subscribe new topic and public to the topic with the matrix. Go back. So basically we do like this. Seed.send with the matrix action equal public payloads equal matrix. This is public to payload should be a new topic and matrix. Oh. Is sent to the server side with matrix format like this. And subscribe. So how we do subscribe? I'm thinking about it. To do subscribe. Okay, so maybe I do like this. I'm going to use another model like FB image framework, GitHub framework emitter. I'm going to use this model, and so really cool model for emitting and actually. Okay, so let's install this model on our client FB emitter. So it's a client, so we do need to change it to open new tab on my terminal to make sure you are on client. So npm install and stable FB emitter. Okay, so then let's follow some kind of document. Even emitter from copy that. And so it's the index file. I'm going to do import it. Even emitter from FB emitter. Alright, so let's do this is dot emitter equal new even even emitter. Alright, so we got new client. So let's put some command subscribe client to a topic. So this means we add a new client into subscription, and when someone published it to topic and same of topic name, so client will receive new methods. Alright, so I want to do like this by it's a topic So where there is okay, so let's do that. Cause listener equal new equal this dot emitter. We got emitter dot as listener. So the listener first should be the name of event. So I'm going to format this subscriber topic and the name of topic. The name of topic. May format that and callback. We use callback function. Okay, so maybe we don't need to callback as listener. So now I'm going to do this by this dot listener should be an array. Now let's add listener to array. This dot listener dot push new listener. So it did mean when we do have an okay, so we do return listener. And maybe we on matters on disconnect. I'm going to make a new function equal disconnect. So we have a function connect, and I'm going to make another function is disconnect. So when we disconnect, we maybe to do this dot if this dot listener dot length, we check an array, so we do this dot listener dot for each alright listener, and now we need to remove the listener by listener dot remove. We call this. So let's see. This is about a Facebook emitter with remove. So I'm call this when we have something. We might call this function later. Disconnect client to this client. Okay. So we may use this function later. Not now. Not for now. Begin connect to the server. Okay. Alright, send methods, create methods. And let's get back to our methods. It's a subscriber and public. So we got the methods to so we add a new emitter. So let's see in our function when we connect to set and click k public. Right. So this means when from this I'm going to change back to the server side. Now I am going to make a new function for tagging. Like when the user connect to the server side, I'm going to make a send a message. Let's send a text message. Okay, so we can do it by send a message client ID. Client ID exactly with the message like this. Action equal public with payloads. Alright, so payloads it can be publish payloads topic. For example, topic name is ABC. topic ABC, and methods can be an object. Maybe title. Hi there. Okay, so we send back the topic. Now I'm going to refresh the browser. Refresh this browser. We should receive some method from the server side and publish. And payloads, this topic is the ABC and the methods title highlight. So let's check this by you get back to our client, it's kpublic. So kpublic, so I'm going to make a new log right here, const log. I got a method from topic payloads dot topic and payloads dot methods. Now I'm going to refresh again. Now we should see get a method from topic ABC, and this is exactly methods. Object of the method would be title and header. Okay, so we got topic name. I'm going to do now. Let's emit this to subscriber. By do this, we remember in our subscribe method we got the format topic name, and now I'm going to do equal emitter dot emit exactly subscribe topic, and the topic name is the payloads dot topic, and we got the payloads dot methods. Okay. Alright, so cool. And now that means when a user subscribe method. Now I'm going to do in our connect successfully. Now I'm going to do if our return. Alright, so we'll do like that. Now I'm going to do let's subtract a topic. Remember we have a topic name is ABC. So now on client we do like this by PubSub dot subscribe the topic name ABC, and when the method is callback. So callback can be a function. For now it's an inline function. The method right here. Console log. Okay. So methods receive from the topic ABC and methods met. So in this, I'm going to remove this log to keep our console clear. Now refresh again. Now we got the method from topic ABC and object. Got topic from open index file. Got the method receive from topic ABC. Method receive. Oh, sorry. Got a method. No. Log emitter payloads dot topic. Okay, so maybe something is return listener. This emitter dot add listener topic and callback. Okay. Let's see a little document from add listener. Okay, I think it should work. This dot emitter dot add listener callback. Let's see subscriber ABC message receiver some message no. Console log new client subscribe a new subscriber with CP. Now again, now I'm going to refresh a new subscribe function on load. Okay, so what happened, right? I want to do that cost subscribe callback equal function matters console log subscription. Let's see subscribe callback. And let's see again